What if everything you've been told about midlife is completely backwards? What if that restlessness, that anxiety, that feeling like you're living someone else's life isn't something to fix, but actually is something to celebrate? Today, I'm sharing the invisible barrier that's keeping you from your true purpose and why breaking through it changes absolutely everything. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Keisha Dent. I am a certified hypnotherapist. And if you're a woman navigating midlife, it feels like there's more to you than what you're currently living, this video is for you. So make sure you subscribe and please, by all means, comment and let me know how I can best support you. Here's what society has convinced you: that midlife is about graceful decline. It's about accepting limitations, accepting the inevitable shutdown, right? That it's about being grateful for what you already have and not asking for more. Does that sound familiar? But I want you to consider something crazy, right? But what if that feeling, the emptiness, the restlessness that you're feeling right now isn't depression in the traditional sense? What if it's actually your authentic self trying to break free from decades of conditioning about who you should be? Most women at midlife are living as ghosts of their true selves. We construct an identity early on at the beginning of our adulthood in our 20s to survive using the information that we know. And we use it to move about, to succeed in a world that really often doesn't value our authentic gifts, or so we think. But now when we reach midlife, now ourselves, our true selves, are in full rebellion against this continued imprisonment. Here's this perspective shift that changes everything, right? So think about this for a moment. What if the woman you've been is like a seed that's been dormant underground? What if everything that's breaking down right now, the restlessness, the questioning, the anger, the frustration, the feeling like nothing fits anymore, what if that's the shell kind of cracking open because there's something powerful is ready to grow underneath? This is what I call the midlife awakening, right? And here's where traditional approaches kind of get it wrong. Like, traditional talking therapy is wonderful, and we love this modality, but it often keeps us focused on managing symptoms, right? And adjusting to your current identity. But what if you're not meant to fix who you've been? What if you're meant to become who you truly are? And speaking to the anxiety that you feel, that restlessness, what if it's not pathology? What if it's your authentic self pushing through the surface, ready to bloom? Imagine being the kind of woman who trusts her inner knowing so completely that external validation becomes irrelevant. Picture yourself making decisions from such a deep alignment that every choice feels like coming home to yourself. What would your relationships look like if you showed up as your authentic self instead of who you think others need you to be? And what career, work, legacy moves would you make if you weren't afraid of disappointing people? What dreams would you pursue if you knew you couldn't fail? This isn't about midlife crisis. This is about midlife renaissance. This is about seeing and feeling and recognizing that your most powerful, creative, impactful years might just be ahead of you, not behind you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds beautiful in theory, but how do I actually make this shift? How do I stop trying to fix the dormant seed and finally allow my authentic self to flourish? Well, the transformation isn't just about mindset. It actually requires specific intentional actions. And that's exactly what I want to share with you right now. Here are 3 powerful actions that you can take starting today. First, practice what we'll call identity archaeology. Because at midlife, again, we've been through a lot, right? And there has often been a barrage of messaging, of conditioning that has come your way over the years. And a lot of it has sunk in deep. So I want you to really learn to start to peel back the layers again, right? Spend 10 minutes or more if you feel called, Journaling about who you were before the world told you who to be. Before the roles, right? Before the relationships, before the education, right? All of that. What did you love to do as a child? Think back to the ages of like 6, 7, 8 years old. What felt natural to you? What felt effortless to you? These aren't just nostalgic memories. What they are is they're actually breadcrumbs leading back to your authentic self, to natural skills, natural talents, natural passions, natural dreams that you arrived here with. Second, notice your energy compass. So for the next week, just pay attention to what gives you energy versus what drains it. We as women often become absolute masters, right, at putting up with things that drain our energy. And we take often service to others as something that we just do, right, that we just put up with. And we tend to push down how we really feel, and actually our own intuition in our response to these things. So notice, actually, without judgment, how do you really feel about some of the things that you're doing? Your authentic self always moves towards expansion, not contraction. So trust what lights you up, even if it doesn't always make logical sense yet. Third, practice small acts of authenticity. So what I mean by that is start expressing your true preferences in like lower stakes situations, if that works. So order what you actually want to eat at restaurants, which to some people, that's a thing, right? Speak up about your real opinions in conversations. Be willing to maybe say something that you really believe that it maybe is a little edgy, pushing back on things that you've been taught to believe that you don't believe. Wear what makes you feel good. Play with your style. These small acts, and there's so many more, these can actually begin to build the muscle of authentic living. Your awakening is already beginning. The question isn't whether you're changing. You are, right? The question is whether you resist the growth or embrace it. If this resonated with you, I definitely want you to let me know. Let me know in the comments. Definitely let me know how I can support you. And if you are interested in more from me, definitely reach out. You can find me at newworldhypnosis.com. Again, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a hypnotherapist. And I want you to remember always, right? You're not meant to fix the seed. You're meant to bloom into who you've always been meant to be. So definitely check me out at newworldhypnosis.com. Sign up for a free call. And I'm putting together something special to help people just like you to move through this special place, to have a life that is fitting and that excites you about the next chapter of your life. The world needs it. We all need it. We need you in your power. So that is it. Thank you so much. And I want to wish you the best. And I look forward to speaking with you next time. Thank you and take care. Bye.